And I think that does to some extent speak to maybe what's missing in today's landscape, where there's so much content. Everybody's inundated with so much content that it's hard to stick out, even if the song is phenomenal. And
there's too many songs you can name right now that are like, that's a no-brainer smash at radio. People relate to it. That will never see the light of day.
Yeah, and I think at some point there's like the consumer who has no idea what's going on in the music industry. They're living their life, but there's some level that is being digested where it's like the way that I hear it is like music today isn't the way that it used to be, or you kind of hear the edges of it. You know what I mean?
I think the most successful people we have are people who aren't chasing trends, that find their own thing and are like, this is cool. You know, like, not a big fan of it at all, but like the Zach Bryan thing. Like, I get it. I get why it works. He chased his own sound. He does his own thing, production, whatever. Or Stapleton for the longest time was like phenomenal songwriter in town, and then it just took somebody being like, wow, what this guy does. Well, what this guy did was be original, you know, and like stuck out, you know. And go to the Morgan thing. Like, no one was doing what the Morgan thing is, you know, and now it's just like, boom. Well, what did Morgan do? Morgan kind of chased his own thing, and now everyone's chasing Morgan. Oh, Morgan's successful. Let's do the Morgan thing. And how many songs on radio you're like, and I say this in the best way, but it's like Morgan songs that didn't make the cut that get pitched to somebody else because somebody else is like, well, it sounds like a Morgan song, and if I put out a Morgan song, I'm going to have the Morgan success, you know? Which, I mean, trendsetter, like, in the best way. I love his music. Like, I think what he did is cool. I mean, even what Jelly Roll's doing now, it's like a different side. What Laney's sound is different. And these are people that like believed enough in what they were doing creatively originally. And we just have too many people trying to chase trends. And it's like, oh, I want to be heard. I want my production to be like, no, what do you want your production to be like? Not, you know. Yeah. I think there's too much of that going on in town, that like the people breaking right now are people who have grinded out, found their own sound, found their own creative intake on the genre, and they're winning for it, which you love to see. Like, I love even storytelling songs winning, you know, like no one wants to do a storytelling song because historically, but like Dirt Cheap, like unbelievable song, right? You know, like,
gosh, that is a great song.
Unreal. Outside song.
I mean, I think the reality is, and I don't say this to like implicate people who work at labels, because they're legitimate jobs and people,
and they're trying to make a living just like
they're trying to make a living. And yeah, I have no hatred of people at labels, but the nature of the beast is labels can't create trends. They can only follow them, you know, and they can't create.
That's a great point.
Artists. The artist creates the trend. So there is, and it's kind of backflipped where the industry, it's like the artists believe that they're dependent on the label, and there is a dependency there to take you a certain direction, but really it's the other way around. And you know, the revenue streams don't align with that.
And a lot of times nowadays it's like, hey, go build your thing, and once you build it, we're going to come in and we believe in you now. Whereas like in the old days, it was like, hey man, like, I really love your thing. I think you have this thing. You have great potential. Let's get together and create something and build it together. Where now it's like, they want you to do 80% of the work, and then, they'll dump in the capital to you for marketing, and they'll do your branding, and then they'll tell you what songs are good and fit to your brand. And it's like, man, like,
at the cost of you being owned by them.
Back in the day, it's like, dude, someone walked in and saw Garth Brooks playing at Bluebird Cafe and was like, wow, yeah, let's work together and build it from the ground up, you know?
There are a couple of artists that
George Strait, same thing,
have really ridden that line well, though. I mean, it's not pretty, but the couple that come to mind are like Eric Church. You know, I think he's maintained his music muse and direction and vision, and that follows through all the way to the consumer. And part of what makes Eric Church is that.
Now, people buy into where I feel like This is great
Yeah.
point. I think like where people really like an Eric Church or even a Jelly Roll, people buy into you, not your music. It's not always your music, but like if you can sell a brand and build a brand and your music is a brand, you know, like people are going to be on the lake and be like, "Oh, I love her," or "I love him." But it's like, do you love him or do you love just like the music on the boat? Like Eric Church could stop doing music right now, do whatever, come back in 10 years and sell at a stadium because people are bought into the brand. And I think that's a great point of like kind of where you're going with that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, I mean, you're good. I mean, the other artist, one of my favorites that definitely rides that line is John Mayer. You know, for the first 10 years of his career, people kind of shat on John Mayer, but look at him now.
Right.
I mean, the guy's a legacy artist, going to go down as one of the best guitar players to ever live to this point. And sure, he may have had his moments of womanizing and douche, but he's outgrown that now, it seems like. And he, harkening back to 2004 or 2003 when Daughters came out, he kind of saw it and was like, wait, I'm about to be pegged as the Jack Johnson acoustic singer-songwriter guy. I got to go and get into the blues. And that's badass.
Yeah, dude. I mean, being able to pivot like that.
And it was never cheesy. Like, he changed his sounds album to album, but it was never cheesy.
Yeah, and he never lined up with all these brands that were, like, probably knocking at the door. Like, I do think that this happens in... Well, I won't go down that trail. But I do think, you know, he was very selective. It's not like, oh, yeah, this person's thrown an endorsement out. I'm going to take that for the cash. Like, okay, that's put him where he's at now. It's like he is the guy that is, if you pay attention to John Mayer the way that I guess I do. I don't know, whatever. Big watch enthusiast, always has been.
Yeah.
He's, you know, very into Japanese clothing and Japanese culture, and you just kind of see the plumb line all the way through his career that stayed pretty consistent. And I think that people respect that.
Yeah.